Good evening, I'm your host, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been paying attention to the news lately, you know that artificial intelligence is reshaping everything from how governments operate to the apps on your phone. But today, we're diving into 3 stories that show just how complex that transformation really is. Let's get started. Our first story takes us to a deeply troubling intersection of technology and human rights. Chinese artist and activist Ai Weiwei has just released a new book called On Censorship, and in it, he shares his first-hand experience living under one of the world's most sophisticated surveillance and censorship systems. What makes his perspective so valuable is that he's lived it. Ai Weiwei argues that a primary aim of censorship is to normalize itself. Think about that for a moment. It's not just about blocking information or silencing voices. It's about making people so accustomed to restrictions that they stop questioning them entirely. In our world of advancing AI, where algorithms increasingly decide what content we see and what we don't, his warnings feel more relevant than ever. The technology that powers recommendation systems and content moderation can be used to inform or to control. Ai Weiwei's book reminds us that we need to stay vigilant about how the tools we use every day might be shaping what we think without us even realizing it. Now let's shift gears to something happening right here in the United States. The Department of Transportation just launched a new website designed to track nearly $12.5 billion in upgrades to America's air traffic control system. This is a massive modernization effort that's been in the works for years, and honestly, most people have no idea it's happening. The new tracking website is meant to bring transparency to a project that affects every single person who flies. Behind the scenes, there are thousands of engineers, contractors, and government officials working to replace aging technology with modern AI-driven systems that can handle more flights more efficiently and more safely. By creating a public-facing website where Americans can actually see the progress in spending in real time, the Department of Transportation is trying to build trust and accountability. It's a good reminder that while we often hear about flashy AI breakthroughs in consumer tech, some of the most important AI applications are quietly being integrated into critical infrastructure that keeps our country running. And speaking of technology that shapes our daily experience, let's talk about Google's new Gemini app redesign for Android phones. Google rolled out what they're calling a neural expressive design this week, and early reviews are coming in with some pretty mixed reactions. According to Android Authority, the redesign is actually a letdown for power users. On the surface, it looks sleek and modern, but when you dig into it, the functionality that experienced users rely on has been stripped back or hidden behind extra menus. It's a classic case of style over substance. Google seems to have prioritized making the interface look beautiful and simple for casual users, but in doing so, they've made the app less useful for people who want to do more with their AI assistant. This happens a lot in tech. Companies chase the broadest possible user base and end up alienating the people who actually use their products the most intensively. For anyone who's been following AI development, this tension between accessibility and power is something we're going to keep seeing as these tools become more mainstream. So what do all 3 of these stories have in common? They show us that AI isn't just about technology. It's about power, transparency, and the choices we make about how these tools should work in society. Whether it's the dangers of AI-powered censorship abroad, the promise of AI improving critical infrastructure here at home, or the everyday experience of using AI on your phone, these are conversations we all need to be part of. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe for daily AI updates.